Welcome back to the loot table randomizer. We're going to pick up exactly where we left off last time, where we have just found a savannah. And we're going to see what goodies we can get from here. If you are unfamiliar, of course, with the series, this is a series where everything that can drop something drops something random. So, for instance, we chop down the savannah tree there. We get some stone. Also get some other miscellaneous bits. We're back, of course, to the slime blocks there from the stone. That is our source of diamonds. We can strip these as well. A banner, what do we get from this? That is green wool. Flower pot and a very dangerous wither rose. That's different to the log. And I think we've seen sandstone before. Yeah, because that goes to lapis. However, I swear we got a wither rose from this. Was that the stripped log we got the wither rose from? Interesting. Ring from white banners. Oh. We need more achacha trees, we know where to go. Not quite sure why we're getting glowing and green wool here, but I'm going to complain. Now be very careful. Because we don't want to step in these. Grim. Ooh. End City, not End City, Ancient City loot. Oh, we need Silk Touch for this, don't we? We'll get the XP. Got a saddle now, so we can tame a horse once more. Nothing else really too interesting. We'll double check these candles. Excuse me. And a little bit of hydrate between recordings, and at the moment I've got really bad reflux issues, so I do apologise if any of it comes through. Trying to suppress it as much as possible. Tell you what's been keeping me awake at night at the moment as well. Every time I lie down, it's like a volcano's going off in my innards. Not particularly pleasant for me or the people who are around me 24/7. Need to get one of those car air fresheners for just hanging on my body. I've got pierced ears, just wear them in each ear. Let's move on from that though, we've got a village coming up. Oh, the things you think about and talk about when it's just you and a microphone and not much going on in front of you. It's when some of the best content happens, honestly. But we have to now focus. We've got some bits and pieces to check. We are the home inspectors. We're going to inspect that. A cherry button. I think we might have seen that before. Dead end. We will do a couple more just to be sure. Of course, it isn't 100% guaranteed that we get loot from every single time. We've got some more brown carpet. Nothing, nothing, nothing. A achacha door. Some kind of copper. Nothing too useful there, but we can get some red terracotta. And nick your corner, mate. Hope you don't mind. Ugh, inventory management again. Goodness sakes. Hope the golem doesn't see me littering here. Keep the boat, don't need the sapling, don't need the emerald. Don't need a music disc, don't need fast legs. Don't need that either. I think we've seen warped fungus before. Looking very familiar. Nothing of use there. We'll check the bell. Polished diorite stair, not too handy really. Still can't believe we've not seen any exposed granite or andesite in our travels. Anything of any use? Not really. But there is some orange terracotta here. Is that mangrove? It is. My colour vision's not the best, but I could just about tell that was mangrove. As opposed to the netherwood. And we've definitely had the poo brown terracotta, so we'll just plonk it down there. Muddy mangrove roots is a new one on us. Soul soil. Thank goodness that isn't soul sand. Church stairs, we've got a lot of those actually near here. Oak fence. Spruce door that I think we've seen because we had the spruce or the foliage before, didn't we? Turn those into buttons though. Oh, that's Skelebabb loot. But no. That mangrove over there. Very glad I spotted that because I was going to go over the ocean. And I thought that looks like a vine without a jungle. That means just one thing. Mangrove time. They do quite often spawn actually next to savannas. Trouble is they don't really spawn next to other bloody swamps. I cannot for the life of me remember if they contain lily pads there. They have lily pads and azure bluets. We don't need to check a swamp. We've got a pot there into something that's as dark as my soul. Rosebush, white candle, end of the line. Mud is giving us nothing. Moss carpet gives us some very bright concrete. Into glowstone. Would then indicate nether would be better to check that. But if we can grab some more moss carpet for now, we'll be able to get enough glowstone to see if it's worth going into the nether. We'll need to try and find a flint for that though. We craft that up into an actual glowstone. Raw copper, nah. Better ways to get copper anyway, if we get desperate. Oh, we never checked the wood or the other bits, did we? Doy? The wood or the leaves? The leaves give us some form of red concrete powder. And we have some stripped birch wood that I think we've seen before. Maybe not. We do get something muddy eventually from this mangrove. A thatched trapdoor. Zombie head, ooh. Zombie head gives us nothing. And I'm sure there are plenty of bits that I've missed doing this. Does that give us granny armour as well? Goodness me. No wonder our inventory's an absolute hot mess. Let's yeet some of this again. Can't remember what the purple candle gives us. Can't remember how to get the purple candle though. Prismarine into Prismarine, we've seen that before. How are we doing on the old day-night cycle? Probably getting kinda low. We We just need to find a single piece of double tall grass because we've got no beds on us. But we're in biomes where it's kind of hard to find the double tall grass. Shoot. That's why you should always keep a bed on us. Because the moon, it is arising. And I'm not panicking at all, not in the slightest. And we're out of bread. We'll have to have a couple of gapples. I mean, we are getting to that point anyway where we probably think about beating up some mobs. Because they could be our key. Finding stuff like the blaze rods. But I would kind of like to do it in a more managed environment. Rather than just bum rushing in the dark. But we've got some zombies over there. Blue candle. Oak plank. Polished blackstone. Stone stair. Pork. Oh no, we don't want to chuck that. Sugar. Any other mobs? Now I am strategically keeping towards the savannah for the creepers, because my green colour there, oh that hurt. Where are you coming from, mate? Go away, you horrible skeleton. I think the only other thing I'd want to check is a spooder. Gives us rooted dirt. Oh dear. Back away. Not today, Disco Lady. It's all going wrong. Panicking. Can't ascend water. Asleep. Can let them burn as long as we can stay in the bed. We leave. We do not return, we do not pass go. We eat the golden apple and we pretend this never happened. Is that a deal? I hope it's a deal. Please let it be a deal. Cauldrons seem to be very common. I think we've murdered a cow before, yeah, it gives a piece. We don't want the piece of that. Probably going to have to find an ocean again soon. Grab ourselves some more food, seeing as we've only got 3 raw pork chops that we don't particularly want. Let us actually craft up a workbench. Got a lot of bones here. And from that we can get some bone blocks. Oh, isn't Purpa hideous? Fairly certain we've been down this path before, maybe not. A lot of walls. But just regular old dirt. Yeah, we've been down this path, unfortunately. Let's move on, try and find a desert or something. We will need a source of food as well. We can find some kelp, all the better. Because if you missed it, kelp gives us a loot table that gives us some bread and some chances of golden apples. So it ain't a bad one. We've already been here. We're just doing laps. I've got a feeling we're just doing laps. Let's head over yonder. Oh, our food situation is much more dire than I thought it was. This could be a problem, folks. We can't eat the string, we can't eat the achacha sapling. Pink's kinda cool. Seeds. Ugh. Actually, plant them, and we get Time Waster. I think we saw that actually in the Savannah Village. And now we are walking only. If anything, in this episode, we've made backwards progress. Isn't great, is it? Ow. Granite, please be food. Snowball. There's no real for that. We do have some drippy stone though. Maybe that'll be our saviour. What do we get from dripstone? We get a wall. Blackstone. Food. Not good food, but it is food. Scared the crap out of me back then. Don't particularly fancy caving at the moment. But we know that if we get some drippy stone, we'll have some kind of food. Through multiple degrees of separation. I think we're better off finding the ocean, you know. Really done with some kind of extra storage, maybe an ender chest or something. On tap. Let's get out of here. Oh, this is particularly frustrating because of that waterfall there. There we go. Slow and steady, but we won the race. Don't need the bone blocks. Don't need... Oh, we do need the sword, for God's sake, Squidge. Trying to get rid of the emerald. And this is just going to sap away at our hunger even more. We're not having a good time of it, are we? We swapped one kind of purgatory with the plains to another kind of purgatory with a savannah. Warm ocean would be glorious to find thinking about it. That would give us all the different types of coral and their respective fans. That would be a lot of potential checks. Plains Village over there. Let's use this to break that. Raw taters, beggars can't be choosers. That is... I want to say... some kind of Tasia village? Loot table? I could be wrong. There we go. Can at least move at full speed again. Tame one of the horses here. Horses? I'll tame one of the horses here. While we're at it. Mossy Cobbly, did we check you before? No, we didn't. We get a chain. Another type of stair. The mangrove slab. The brewing stand. To Debbie. Not a particularly useful chain, but a fun one. Clocks and candles. Be a shop name, that, couldn't it? Nothing from the bookshelves, we just get oak slabs from the lectern. Smooth quartz stairs into jungle planks, which I think we might have checked. For the boats we found very early on. We'll do the full check though, we are at that point now where we probably should check chains. Gave us some food at very least. But again, nothing too great so far. Seems to be at a little bit of an impasse. But there is a cactus over there. That means we found a dessert. And hopefully we'll get our just desserts over there. And there's a mesa. We have found the warmer biomes. These are kind of like our last hopes. Andesite, I think we've checked that. That's just a fully grown wheat table. What a pathetic mesa. Goodness me. Yeah, these are kind of like our last ditch hopes. If we get nothing from these, then we are going to have to start looking at the more complex stuff. Which will be a little bit unfortunate, but if needs must. I do want to try and get to the stronghold. Why do I keep eating stuff we'll actually need? Get ourselves to sleep. And let's see what the next day brings. Hopefully a change of fortune. I'm going to risk it. We'll probably find a bed en route. We've been very unlucky actually with beds so far. This is a pathetic desert as well. Just the teeniest, tiniest glimmer of hope. Bunny gives us pumpkin pie. At least there's a fully edible source of food. I think we checked sandstone. We'll give it another double check now. Lapis. What it's taking at this point. We'll go over to the world's smallest mesa. We'll check the red sand. Check the red sandstone as well. There's not even any bloody terracotta there. I think this might be the smallest mesa I've ever found on a random seed. Seeds. Crypt mangrove we've already checked. There is some red terracotta down there. course, we have checked a lot of the terracotta via the Savannah Village. Stripped oak wood into mud fence. Mud wall, I should say. More pitch pod crap there. Right, we are going to need to try and find a different plan of attack, because this, unfortunately, is not working. So I think the first thing we need to do is try and get some more food, and give our inventory a good old sort as well. So for that, we'll need to try and find the ocean. And would you look at that? That looks like there could be ocean this way. We'll get our bums in the boat. We'll start on a sailing. Just double checking those numbers are still going up as well. Don't want to be going around in circles. That would be kind of bad, wouldn't it? Yeah, we've got lots of kelp over here. Plenty of opportunities. Get plenty of food. We're not going to bother with the inventory sort, by the way, until after we've beaten up all this kelp. Probably going to cause a lot of lag. Because we're going to have hundreds of items on screen. But we've got the bread in the inventory now, that's the main thing. Where's that boat gone? Oh, bloody hell, the boat's all the way over there. Dolphin, we could do your grace, mate. I mean, in terms of diversity of items, this is pretty good. Just a shame none of it's useful. We pick up from all of that. Quite a lot of stuff. We've got 32 bread, that'll keep us going for a little while. Oh. We have been here before. Or have we? No, maybe actually that could be where the help has been generated and then subsequently destroyed. We're going to follow that line of thinking, as opposed to me just doing a big old lap on myself. So I think the next thing we'll do is when we find land, we'll have to start trying to work out some of the more complex chains together. Really go back to square one. I mean, we've got half-decent armor, half-decent tools. So we will be able to do some of the more complex chains. Only thing we've really missed is some kind of hot ocean. But with the state of the biomes around here, it's going to look fairly unlikely to find one in a reasonable amount of time. But the further away we are from spawn, the more likely it is we'll have a local stronghold. Now I'm going to try and find somewhere to land that has the double tall grass again, just so that we can have the reliable source of beds, because you've seen what I'm like battling mobs. Why build so many mob farms? They're in a controlled environment that way. Some warm ruins over there, not going to explore those. So for once, we're actually actively looking for a bit of a plains. I think that'd be a nice place to settle down and go back to the bloody basics after all of this. We were due a roadblock, I just wasn't expecting the roadblock to be this long and tedious, unfortunately. Big terrain up there, is that more savannah? Oh, that's a dark oak forest. We can, of course, check the dark oak. I don't think we've done stripped dark oak, for goodness sake. Don't think we've done stripped dark oak or the leaves, at the very least. Oh, we've got some scary shrooms there as well, so we'll make a landfall here. Turn away and we'll get rid of the pickles. The lapis, we'll get rid of that. Don't need that. Don't need a bunch of seeds or the cherry wood. Don't need the raw food. We've got food now. We'll grab our boat. Would you look at that? We've got some mushrooms. They're a time waster. Furnaces. Always has to happen. Just so we get rid of our raw food, but they look to be a dead end anyway. Oh! They're not a dead end. We have progress. Mushrooms to furnaces to blaze rods. This was the ingredient we were looking for, and we would never have found that. This means we can start searching for our stronghold. So brown mushroom was our saviour all along. Unfortunately, furnaces are an absolute piggin nightmare to place quickly because of the GUI that they have. Just shows it always pays to check a couple of times, especially with blaze rods. How many do we have? 21. Should be more than enough. I think it were farmland, wasn't it? Into a redstone lamp. Candle. Was it the path block? It was one or the other. I remember it being quite a long chain. Oh yeah, it was to get the flowering azalea, wasn't it? But that is progress. We need to get some double tall grass, so quick, sharp, and in a hurry. Because the night, it is falling. Wasn't expecting that then, honestly. Get the logs from the leaves. Do we have any double tall grass nearby? Should be able to find some in the savannah, hopefully. That's coarse dirt. Tall grass. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Got too excited by the blaze rods. Completely forgot we're going to need a place to kip for the night. Where the bloody hell are we going to get some double tall grass? I know there was another way to get a bed. I can't quite remember what it were. It's a teeny tiny bit of a problem when night's coming in just a couple of moments' time. We don't want to have made all this progress just to lose it because we can't sleep. Heading west was probably a bad idea as well. Not for any gameplay purposes, just makes you intensely aware that that sun is in fact going down. It's not going down slowly at that either. We just need a bed. We just need a bed. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. Please, a bed anywhere. Place to rest our weary heads. I'll be nice. I'll make it afterwards. This friggin' Birch Forest biome. I wish it nothing but the worst. We're gonna have to get on the open seas. Hope that no drowns spawn. Because we don't want to lose our stuff now. We don't want to have to try and find the Dark Oak Forest again. It's been 84 years. We finally had the breakthrough, and now we can't friggin' sleep. As soon as we get a bed, we're calling this episode. And then in the next one, we'll start trying to find the stronghold. Or at least trying to find the ender pearls for the stronghold. Oh, this is Bad news bears at the moment. Can't believe all that time I was complaining about the planes and now we need one. Always the bloody way. An ugly fish temple. Yes. The left, we don't want that. At least we've been sleeping fairly consistently so we're not getting bombarded by phantoms. Now, I don't think we see any land in any direction whatsoever. We are very much on our own with the fishes here. Some of them ugly, some of them not so ugly. But I am very relieved we don't have to do anything like kill Elder Guardians for our blaze rods, because that... they're one of 2 mobs that don't respawn. So we would have had to have gone on the hunt, kill the Elder Guardians, and hope that we got a drop every single time. It would probably taken 7 or 8 of the ugly fish temples, and we don't really have time for that. Prizes, by the way, in the comments, and by prizes I mean recognition, bragging rights, if you can tell me the other mob, apart from the Elder Guardian that doesn't respawn naturally. Because there are 2 of them. Can you believe, actually, there's only 2 mobs out of... God, the 40, 50 mobs or so in Minecraft that don't naturally respawn? This is as big as the bloody Pacific Ocean, isn't it? I thought we'd have found land by now. I said that I thought we'd have found double tall grass 5 minutes ago. Wasn't happening, was it? Some reeds over there. Forest, no sign of tall grass. Using cheaty zoom there. I do like this zoom, because if I scroll in with the mouse wheel, it makes people feel sick. Double tall grass. Right. The plan? Quick in and out. Get on the boat. Try and find a teeny tiny bit of land. And then just book it there, so we don't have to worry about mobs. And we've got our fan club trying to visit us. Any tall grass on these teeny tiny scraps of islands? Yes. Right, out the boat. In the bloody bed. And we'll sleep. And on that note, I'm going to say thank you all so much for watching. In the next one, we're going to try and find our ender pearls, get ourselves to the stronghold, and try not to die by zombies. Right, I'll see you all in the next one.